Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog. Audio straight. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Well, anyway, let me like I said, this is another episode of the Reporter Vlog for February 2nd, 2024, on a Friday morning. Um, Basically, we're gonna do a two-in-one today. I guess you can call this jailbait doubleheader. Because these two stories are unbelievable. Uh, kind of kind of tied linked close together because the by the states for because they pretty much are state neighbors. Yeah, neighbors to the south and neighbors to the north, called two very famous people in their state uh, in in, in recent memory, recently, in other words. But let's get started. Uh, jail future jail member, or I guess uh, already in jail uh, member, a future. Let's put it like it. First jail cellmate. The is Darius Rucker. He got caught in the state of Tennessee. But let's read the story instead of me rambling on. Okay, Darius Rucker. Grammy winning singer Darius Rucker, arrested in Tennessee. Singer Darius Rucker was arrested in Tennessee according to Williams County Sheriff Office. Rucker was charged with a simple possession, casual exchange, violation of a registration law. He was released on a $10,000 bond, a $10,500 bond on Thursday. The sheriff's office said Rucker's Grammy-winning song with Grammy-winning band Hootie and the Blowfish has sold more than 25 million albums worldwide. Man, uh, no, he released his first country album and went on to have four number one albums on the Billboard country chart. 2024, he will return to Hootie and the Blowfish for their summer camp and trucks tour with stops across the U.S. So that's gonna take care of that story. My goodness. Uh, where can I go for as commentary? Let's look at like I said, second small paragraph. In '08, he released his first country album. Went on to have four number one hits. This is a guy that has had four number one hits, made a lot of money, but he got caught with possessions with a misdemeanor possession of drugs. Man, you are a you are a Grammy winning country singer, and you are caught with misdemeanor possession of drugs. What? So these two stories, I swear, they will leave you speechless. These guys, and he's one of them, are famous. Famous. I don't know where he lives at whatsoever, but man, how can you how can you want to put yourself in that situation, knowing that you have made a lot of money, that you have blown that amount of money over the years for to sacrifice your career for a small amount of drugs, for drug possession. In other words, it boggles the mind how the world of Hollywood thinks and the foolishness of Hollywood. That's what these two stories are. The perfect examples of the foolishness of Hollywood. Violation of registration law. In other words, I guess his license tag was outdated. So 25 million albums worldwide. So he raked it in. 25 million albums. All in exchange for drugs. To possess the drug or for drug possession. But like I said, you may can get away with that stuff in Hollywood, but you can't get away with that stuff in every state. That's what one of my friends said the other day. They because you're famous and all that, uh, you can do whatever you want to do. But sorry, you can't do whatever you want to do. You ain't passed pass uh, a police officer your album and get away with it. In other words, and I think this is what the case is with these two stories. They think they can roll wherever they want to roll, and just because their name is just because they who they are, they think they can get away with anything. But this is what happens. Hollywood, I guess, can make you stupid. Hollywood, I swear, makes a person throw away common sense. But let's move on to the big story behind this one. A Grammy winning, wow, Grammy winner, do it all the way. This for drugs. Because despite him getting out of this, his reputation took a hit, or it's going to take a hit. But let's move on. The story of the hour. It's kind of old, cold story, but it's still unbelievable, still useful. Okay, let's see. There we go. Former University of Kentucky, Rajon Rondo, caught with was arrested Sunday. But let's get right into the story. Former University of Kentucky basketball and NBA star Rajon Rondo was arrested Sunday in Indiana for unlawful possession of a firearm, drug paraphernalia, marijuana, according to the court records. A spokesman of the Indiana State Police, Rondo was stopped for traffic violation in Jackson County, Indiana, Sunday afternoon after a caller reported a black 2022 Tesla traveling recklessly on the I-65 southbound. People smelled marijuana and leading to a search that found a gun, a a personal use amount of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. ISP spokesman Sergeant Stephen Wells said Monday night. Rondo, 37, was not supposed to have a firearm because he had a no contact order taken out against him in court. Charges are all misdemeanors. A juvenile Rondo's vehicle at the time was released to a family member. He was taken to Jackson County Jail, where he immediately posted $700 bond. $700 bond, Willis said. The initial court hearing has been scheduled for February 27th, according to court records. Attorney listed Rondo did not respond to requests for comment. Rondo, who played high school basketball in Louisville at Eastern High School, transferring to Oak Hill Academy in Virginia, was a standout point guard for Kentucky before being drafted with the 21st pick of the first round of the 06 NBA draft by the Phoenix Suns. Rondo played 16 seasons in the NBA and won 2 NBA championships, and he last played in the NBA in 2022 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Earlier this month, the Greater Louisville Pride Foundation announced Rondo was one of 6 people in their class of 2024 hometown heroes to get a banner to hang in the city. Wow. Wow. Let's repeat that. Earlier this month, the Greater Louisville Pride Foundation announced Rondo was one of 6 people in their class of 2024 hometown heroes to get a banner to hang in the city. This is not Rondo's first brush with legal trouble. In 2022, a Louisville woman asked for an emergency protective order after she said Rondo became enraged and threatened her life. According to EPO, the woman said Rondo was playing video games with a child when she asked the child to finish separating his laundry so she could wash the family clothes. When the child got up to do so, she said Rondo ripped the video game console out of the wall, then went downstairs, smashed a teacup plate across knocked over several water bottles, and began yelling and cursing, according to the EPO. Rondo then went outside and knocked over a trash can, stomped on the landscape lights, and drove his car into the lawn. EPL goes on to say that she confronted Rondo and she said, "You're dead." Wow. After briefly leaving the house, the woman said Rondo came back and beat on the window with a gun. And the EPO said she said Rondo was yelling at the kids, asking them why they were scared of him, while he had a gun in his hand. The children were visibly upset and clearly scared that Rondo Rajon continued to brandish a gun, she wrote. Said of calling the police, the woman called for interim Louisville Metro Police Chief Yvette Gentry, who eventually arrived at the house. However, the woman said Rondo wouldn't let Gentry inside. The woman said she not locked herself in the house with the kids, and Gentry eventually told Rondo had left her and she had his gun. I'm extremely fearful for my safety and for the safety of my children, the woman wrote to the EPO. Rajon has a history of volatile, erratic, explosive behavior. I'm beyond fearful that Rajon will return to attempt to harm myself or the children and make good on his threats to end my life. 2 days after the alleged incident occurred, a judge granted the woman the protective order. The judge ordered Rondo not to communicate and stay at least 500 feet away from her. He was also ordered to surrender his firearm, and the woman also asked the judge that Rondo seek anger management classes, counseling, and mental health evaluation. The EPO was dismissed on June 2022 after both parties reached an agreement, according to court records. In March of 2023, another EPO was taken out against Rondo by the same woman. The case ended in an agreed order in August of 2023. Wow. In other words, this lunatic, which was so quiet in Kentucky, it seemed so quiet on the floor, other than that incident he had with Chris Powell when he got into it with him, and I guess Kobe when if you want to call that an incident. But he seemed so quiet, but not really. It'd be surprised what really goes on inside people. But this one crazy dude, and that's an understatement. And he's a hometown hero too. Whew. Man, hometown hero. Them two words and this incident don't add up whatsoever. I guess they're gonna be taking that banner down, and they're gonna be ending a lot of things. You looking at a guy that pretty much had a youth basketball camp for kids, and they get Kentucky and in the pros, and do it all the way. Do it all the way, just like that. Just like that. Played in the pros. From Boston to LA. LA. Man. Like I said, Hollywood makes you stupid. This is the perfect example of it. Wasn't supposed to have the gun, got the gun anyway. Probably knew somebody, and they gave it to him. But this is a stupid, crazy story right here. 37. Oh, for the one decision, do it all the way. The crazy thing about it, how in the world you played pro ball at LA, and that wasn't man, yeah, still wasn't enough. You played the pro ball, had the money, no reason to fool around with this stuff. Mm. But this is one crazy dude, and one crazy dude, like I said, anytime he's gonna do what he did to that lady, just because she needed just because. So let's go on that back down there. In 2022, a Louisville woman asked for an emergency protective order after she said Rhonda became enraged and threatened her life. According to the EPO, the woman said Rhonda was playing video games with a child who pretty much robbed her son when she asked the child to finish separating his laundry so she could wash the family clothes. Yep, family's clothes. and the child got up to do so. She said Rondo ripped the video game console out of the wall, went downstairs, smashed a teacup plate, knocked over several water bottles, and began yelling and cursing, according to the EPO. Rondo then went outside and knocked over trash cans and stomped on the landscaping lights and drove the car into the lawn. But this is a hometown hero. Man. The guy that grew up. I never heard some nonsense getting upset because a child younger than you had uh, was doing something that his mother told him to do. That's basically what it is. You're looking at a 37-year-old guy, probably 35 at the time, getting upset because a child that he was playing video games with had to do something for his mother. That's in another world crazy. Man, it says a lot about him because yeah, it says a lot. As I said, I think I said one time, the most dangerous guy in the room is the most quietest. It doesn't say much, and he's one of them. Most quiet. Got mad, ripped the video game out of the wall, went off like a beast. It's because the child he was playing with was had to do something for his mother. Man, if I was a Rondo fan, I'll be it'd be time to get rid of that jersey. Shoot, they burned everybody else's jersey. I think LeBron. I forgot the other jersey has been burned down through the years, but I think we kind of get rid of that jersey. Shoot, and in them cases, they only trade uh should went to other teams, but this is a different case. But played foolish, man. Had it rolling, played in the pros, because unless he was reckless with his money, man, why in the world would you risk it all on a night on Highway 65, I-65? Risked it all. Once again, like I said in another story, you can get away with that stuff in Hollywood, but you can't get away with that stuff in in Indiana or Tennessee. And two places are not gonna put up with it. Like Indiana more than Tennessee. They don't care about your fame. They don't care about your championships. They don't care about what you have accomplished. You're going down no matter what. That's all it's to it. No questions. No autographs is going to get you out of it. No album's going to get you out of it. You're going to get the handcuffs slapped on you and you going down. But this is all I got on this story. But I can say his career is done, big time. And might as well forget about Camp, Rondo Camp. Might as well forget about his Rondo Camp. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No parents gonna be bringing their kids around him, being taught by him after they hearing this news. No, at least no parent in their right mind gonna bring their kid around him after hearing this news. But it's all I got for this one. It's doubleheader. It's jailbird, special jailbird doubleheader of the reporter vlog. Y'all have a good one. Have a good weekend. Uh, it's another episode, a 2-in-1 episode of the reporter vlog for February 2nd, 2024. Y'all have a good one. I'm gone.